And we're live. Welcome back to No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ back with another live stream. I'm here with the one, the only. There's nobody else in this world like this dude. You know, there's nobody else that talks like this dude. Taylor Loader. What's up, man?
What's up, guy? How we doing?
What's Hey, man, looking forward to this card, man. So, I mean, there's a lot to kind of unravel here. You had the press conference, you had the UFC 316 press conference.
Oh, Amanda Nunes is coming back.
Oh, dude, let's talk about that for a second, man. Like, I mean, you had your boy getting into a little, last couple
Hey,
days, crazy, man. So let's talk about this press conference, though, man. Like, what did you take away from that press conference?
I hate Sean O'Malley's hair. That's perfect. That shit is so ugly. But also, I really don't care who wins between between
Yes, you do.
Kayla
Yes, you
Harrison.
do.
No, because I want them both to fight Amanda because I want to know if they have what it takes. So before, I mean, it really didn't matter. I was going for the Venezuelan vixen, of course. But now, if Kayla Harrison beats her, I don't give a shit because the winner's just going to lose to Amanda Nunes.
You think Juliana loses to Nunes again?
Yeah.
Or you think
Absolutely.
Juliana can beat her?
I think Juliana believes her own hype. I think she did beat her, but I think she lives on that too much, and she's too focused on that instead of making the improvements. Because the second fight, she got her ass beat. She can
Yeah.
say whatever she wants. Amanda Nunes tore her ass apart, boxed her fucking face off.
She said she wasn't prepared for the Southpaw thing.
Absolutely. So you're all of a sudden going to be prepared? I mean, but first you got to get through Kayla Harrison.
Kayla Harrison is there, man, and Juliana Pena she's just so undefeated on the microphone, bro. But, you know, people say she's cringe. She's not cringe. She was speaking facts. You ran from Chris Cyborg from PFL. Like, let's be real. You ran. You ran. Kayla Harrison ran from Cyborg.
Beating
I
Cyborg
mean,
ain't shit anymore.
it just kind of is what it is. But
Once Amanda put her face down,
I
meeting
did
Cyborg.
not mean to put that up there in the comments, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. I'm getting ready to fix that. Referral link. I don't know what that is. Let me get rid of that real quick. Let's see. Delete comment. Okay. I'm trying to get this share your referral link thing off of there, but I'm gonna have to look at it from a different direction, so it's okay. But yeah, Kayla Harris. What were you saying, dude? Go ahead. What was you saying?
Yeah, the beating Cyborg means nothing anymore. Once
Oh,
Amanda
so,
put her face down on her face, who gives a shit? Chris Cyborg ran from the UFC to the PFL. Let's not forget that. Because she can't make 35 and 45 was nothing. She ran away too. So if Kayla Harrison ran, so did Cyborg.
damn, Taylor, you just
The only two who didn't run is Amanda and Juliana. They've been in the
that's
UFC A1 since day one. They told everyone to fucking come. Amanda's beating everybody. And Juliana's beating the man who beat the man. But yeah, no. If she's gonna start talking shit about ran from Cyborg ran from everybody else in the UFC too, because she didn't want to cut an
oh
extra 10 pounds.
oh. This man
Yeah,
said Chris Cyborg ran.
so after she got face planted by Amanda Nunes, she's only in this for money.
Colostrum says Cyborg ran from the
Yeah,
Amanda Nunes.
she ran to the PFL. She ran away from the competition because it's just about money for her. Once Amanda Nunes put her on her face and proved to everyone the Cyborg ain't shit anymore, that's all it was. And she went to the PFL, who bankrupt one of their companies that they bought, even though they said, well, whatever. Yeah, Cyborg ran too. Kayla Harrison might have ran away from Cyborg, but beating Cyborg don't mean shit. She ran to the big show where it matters. I don't give a fuck to watch Kayla beat Larissa Pacheco a fifth fucking time. The PFL is trash. The roster's garbage. That's all it is. They tried. They had that fucking Bellator versus PFL, and Bellator won every single fucking fight. Except the heavyweight fight, because they threw out Ryan Bader instead of an actual heavyweight. So the PFL's garbage. All of them.
Damn,
There's
Taylor.
some good fighters in there. Like I like Jason Jackson. I like Korshkov. A lot of the Bellator guys I like. But they're slowly releasing all of them because they can't afford them. The PFL is nothing without the Bellator athletes. Nothing. No one
Even
gives a
with
shit about Larissa Pacheco. No one gives a shit about. They don't have a middleweight division. They don't have a men's bantamweight division. What the fuck are they doing?
Even
They brought
Dakota,
the Bellator, and then they bankrupt it 2 months later.
so even Dakota the Chief was not important.
She's leaving. She's leaving. She's coming to the UFC.
If she comes to the UFC, they won't have a star except for Francis
That's
Ngannou.
what I'm saying. Like, and she already told them she would fucking leave if they don't fight her soon. That's what I'm saying. Everyone who matters in the PFL is gonna get out in the next few months. That's why because they can't afford to pay 2 fucking organizations. And then everyone and then all the fighters know they can just ask to be released. Ask to be released. They're changing the format again. They fucking they changed the point system again. But they haven't found a model that works, and all their fighters are sick of fighting tournaments. It's a season, which is stupid because as a fighter, you're not looking for a season. They're not paying enough. Fighters are basically living off of the sponsorships throughout the season when they're not fighting because PFL pays them a monthly salary. Well, if they're trying to pay everyone that monthly salary, it can't be that much. I'll tell you, everyone who matters in the PFL is going to leave. Dakota's going to be next because that girl is a monster, and she'll land the UFC because Dana wants her. She wants to go, and the PFL sucks at managing. They just do.
Damn, Taylor.
There's a reason the PFL and the GFL are only one letter different.
Well, yeah, and the GFL cancels their 2 cards.
Oh, did you see the statement they put out today?
No, what did it say? What did they say?
They canceled their events because their main contributor couldn't come up with the money he promised. Yeah, their number one person who was supposed to be their financier couldn't financially meet his commitment, so they had to cancel the first 2 events. They told all the athletes that if you want to be released, you can ask for it. It will be granted. They're not coming back. That shit is never getting off the ground. Ever.
Wow.
Yeah. Their number one donor was like, I don't have the money for this.
Damn, that's crazy. See, I didn't think I didn't know because I've been at work all day. So, I didn't have
a few minutes ago. Ari Hwani posted it. But yeah, I didn't know why either. I mean, I assumed it was money related when it leaked. But to hear like their number one guy was just like, I don't have it.
I don't just it. Just I don't have it.
And that's all I said is like, that their number one benefactor failed to meet his financial commitment.
Bruh, that's a big damaging blow because everybody was kind of skeptical of GFL already.
Oh yeah, already. I want to see.
Yes.
I want to see him put on a show first before I judge. And they're not even gonna give you the chance to watch the show.
Yeah, yeah. So they haven't even had the opportunity to even put on a show yet. So I'm man, like y'all haven't even we were first of all you're signing a whole bunch of old heads. So right off the gate, we're already like,
no. When they started signing all those people, thinking it was going to be a big deal, then it's like, no one cares.
Yeah. So and then on top now you announce it, and then your stock goes up when you announce this card. These 2 cards.
Say
what?
You fucking cancel it.
Yeah, then you cancel it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at this point, GFL, they got one shot. They got one more shot to make this shit happen.
This is it.
If they can pull this together and make this shit happen, they can kind of redeem themselves. You know what I'm saying? But if they're not able to do that,
then exactly what Dana White said. He told everybody, "You think you can do it? Come do it. It's not as easy as you think."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Scott Coker tried. Scott Coker's the only one who even got close to mastering the UFC twice with Strikeforce and Bellator. The only man who ever looked Dana White in the eye and said, "I can do this," and the only one who ever has is Scott Coker. Twice.
Scott Coker, yeah, Scott Coker, he can do it. And I hate that he's got out of it. You know what I'm saying? I really do, man.
I'm proud of him. Good for him. He knew the PFL was going to be trash. I was like, Ray Steffo, you keep that garbage over there. I'm going to cash out. Get the fuck out. Good for Scott Coker.
But how did it come? But how did he? What was the? I want to know what was the driving force behind him selling Bellator to PFL?
A TV deal because they were on DAZN. No one pays for fucking DAZN unless you're a boxing fan. But if you're a boxing fan paying for DAZN, you're not paying for fucking Bellator. You just wait for the UFC.
Yeah.
And then they got on Showtime. Showtime folded their sports coverage. So did HBO. And I just don't think they could find any sort of TV deal that would have kept them financially viable.
Because Paramount, they were going bankrupt with Paramount.
Yeah, because Paramount's better now, but Paramount's good because of the TV shows, not for sports. People who are on Paramount Plus are watching for 1923. I'm going to fucking get it for Mobland. but I'm not getting it because the fucking sports. That means nothing to me on Paramount Plus. Now
Yeah.
the thing is, it wasn't marketed right. I think Scott Coker just got out at the right time. He sold high because it wasn't looking good. They were trying
Yeah.
to Bellator pay-per-views, but again, you can't be an organization for 10 years not being a pay-per-view, then all of a sudden you're like, hey, it's $60 to watch this fight. That's not the Bellator we were raised on. And that's
Yeah.
the pushback people have. It's like, no, whoa. The UFC's always been pay-per-view. But you can't offer shit on Spike TV or whatever the fuck you were on, and then all of a sudden, because you got some fucking old UFC guys that you think you can charge me $60 to watch them go out and get their asses whooped. Like the fact that fucking, what was it? Chael Sonnen fought on multiple Bellator pay-per-views.
He
So did
did.
Ortiz. Now, I'd say they had some pay-per-view success. Their Fedor pay-per-views were good. There was a couple of them, but a lot of them weren't great. And then they just wanted to keep doing that model, and it's like it's too late, dude. You can't just decide to charge us money for Bellator when we know that the superior product is the UFC. If anyone has to pick and choose which one they're going to pay, they're going to pay for the UFC every single time.
Maybe if I hit this share referral link, this thing will go away, but it's not going away. Oh shit! Like I don't understand why this won't go away. Anyways, so JP says, BJ, what did you think of Pena in the press conference?
Oh, she's
You know,
undefeated in the press conferences.
she's undefeated, man. Like
No one touches her.
you can't. It's hard to get on there and it's hard to get on there and out talk Juliana Pena because it's like she's got bullet after bullet after bullet after bullet waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? And then she's this, so after leaning into the whole, you ran from Chris Cyborg, then she said you fought a whole bunch of grandmas who've never fought again after you beat them. And then she went into how are you going to make weight? Like, it's not going to be God this time that helps you make weight. And Juliana Pena was 100% on the nose. She said, you got to make 135.0 to get in that cage and fight me. And on top of that, you got to fight me for 5 rounds. And then on top of that, she said, you've been puking blood and pissing blood. She like, Juliana Pena, it was like bang, 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 bang. Like, I was like, yo. And Kayla Harrison had nothing for Juliana Pena, dude. She had
Like,
nothing for
what is she
Pena.
gonna say? Yeah,
Like,
nothing. You fought nobodies in the fucking PFL, and that's why you did so great. You've had to fight Larissa Pacheco 4 fucking times. And that's a good point. She's never gone 5 rounds at 135. She's only gone 3. She finished Holly Holm, and then she went 3 in her last fight.
yeah,
And
with
yeah, I'll
Caitlin
tell you
Vieira.
that. You don't get that 1 pound allowance. I forgot about that. She has to hit 135
Yeah,
exact
gotta hit it on the nose
if you want that title.
if you want that title.
You can miss weight if you want, but if you want to walk out there as a champion, you have to hit 135 on the dot, and then keep up
On
with
the dot.
Juliana for 5 rounds.
That's the thing. Keep up with Juliana Pena. You know what I'm saying? Because we know Juliana Pena is she's just like a gnat flying around. You know what I'm saying? You swat at that gnat comes right back. You know what I'm saying? You swat that gnat away, it comes right back. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna keep coming, and keep fighting and keep fighting. Just kind of like my girl Dark Phoenix right here on the wall. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to put them away. Um, but I'm looking forward to that fight, man. And I'm also looking forward to the Marab and Sean O'Malley fight, man. I love the way Marab, when he gets on the microphone, man, Marab, he's golden, dude. When he said, I had a good time with, who did he say, with Sean O'Malley in the hot tub, that was classic.
It was so funny.
That was beautiful.
Rob is my guy. He's so funny.
Like
He showed up in the jacket. Oh my god, that
and
shit was nice.
he's when he said Usman wasn't fun in the hot tub, yo, that was great. I said, this guy right here, man, is undefeated as well on the microphone.
Oh, he's so funny.
So Taylor, let's get to it, man. Real quick before we talk, I had to send my boy a video today. So I got into this situation at work, man. Like, I just go ahead and put it out there.
Yeah, whatever.
So there's these little breezeways at my job. I work at a dealership, so there's cars everywhere, dude. There's just cars. And this little breezeway, behind the shop, and I'm coming back from lunch break, and only 2 sedans or one big truck can get through there. So the landscaping guys were there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm coming back from lunch, and me and this guy, he's on one side, I'm on the other side. We come into the breezeway at the same time. So I stop, you know what I'm saying? And I know I must have, I'm just gonna let him come through because he's in a Nissan Titan. He's got a trailer on the back. I said I'm just gonna let him, pass on through so he can go on and I can get back from lunch. So he throwing his hand out the window. He's pissed off, you know what I'm saying? Like he's mad. I'm like, what's this dude mad for, bro? So anyways, I back up and I let him come through. This guy comes past my window, starts screaming and shit, like motherfucker, this and that. And I'm like, what? Like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm like, so I said, what'd you say? Next thing you know, he slammed on the brakes. You can hear the trailer. You know what I'm saying? When you slam on brakes, he gets out. I get out. And all hell breaks loose, bro. It wasn't much hell from his side. It was mostly hell from my side. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, bro, don't get in my face. Like, just don't get. So, that's what No Filter MMA's been able to. Your boy got into a brawl at work. Not even a brawl. It was more like a two-hitter quitter. Like, this guy gets in my face, and I just had to, pop, pop, straight down the pipe on him.
A 3-piece with a soda, huh?
Yes, man. Like I had to back up off me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then he started coming again, and I had to back up off me again, bro. And that's the only thing that stopped him. I had to punch him. That's why my hands all messed. You can see my hand looks a little puffy here. It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's getting better. Um, but that's what I had to deal with. But anyways, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to UFC 314. What a fight card! Taylor, the weigh-ins are done. What I'm saying, the press conferences. What did you think about the press conference for one? Let's talk about that. Like, let's talk about first of all. Let's just talk about the main card. We're gonna start with Nikita Krylov versus Dominic Reyes. Do you feel like Dominic Reyes is starting to get back into his groove again? Because it seems like he's had I guess it's maybe because Dominic Reyes has lost so hard. It seemed like he's lost more than 4 times, but he's only lost 4 times in his career. So, I mean, let's talk about Reyes. Is this the comeback of Reyes?
Oh, I have money on Reyes. As an
Uh,
underdog, I have money on Reyes. He's coming off back-to-back finishes. Nikita Krylov, he looks good sometimes, but sometimes he looks awful. But as good as Nikita Krylov's looked, he's never looked as good as Dominic Reyes at his best. I do
yes.
think, and Dominic Reyes does have 4 losses, but those 4 losses were the top 5 contenders in a row. And after you get robbed of a decision against John Jones, I could see how that would fuck you up for a little bit. But he's coming back off back-to-back finishes, and his last fight he looked phenomenal.
Yeah, he
He
did.
looked like Dominic Reyes before
Yes.
the title fight. So
Yes.
I have money on Dominic Reyes as well, part of my parlay, because I believe that he's coming back, and I think Nikita Krylov is just a little bit too past.
Two past his prime. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually picking Dominic Reyes too, man. I think this guy is like super. I think Reyes is just, he went back to the drawing board because he's had his soul taken a few times, man.
Oh yeah,
You,
Yuri
you
took
know,
him.
uh, dude,
Ryan
Yuri.
Spann, took
Ryan
him over
Spann
there.
took him. Yeah,
Ooh.
took him, dude. So, I think he's refocused. I think he's looking better. I think he's feeling better. He did take some time off. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. He was able to heal. That man took some damage, man. But he
Oh
looks. His last couple fights have been beautiful fights.
yeah.
So yeah, I definitely picked him. Moving on before we get to the juicy stuff. The whole main card is juicy. But we
Well,
get
there's
into
some
the
fucking
juice.
premiums on there too. Darren Elkins, Julian Rosa. I can't
The
fucking wait for that.
that's
Danny
a
Gay, Sean Woodson.
that's
Oh
those are
my
some
god,
crazy
I
undercard
can't
fights,
fucking
bro.
wait.
Yeah, Chase. I like Chase
Hey,
Hooper,
Super
Jim
Jim
Miller.
Miller, bro. What the
I
fuck?
like I like that. I like that fight.
If you don't
Jan
like
Jan,
grappling, you can just skip that fight. I'm so excited for that shit. I hope they just grapple the whole fucking time.
that'd be a great grappling match,
Hey,
bro.
Super Jim Miller on the ground, dog. Sign me the
Yes,
fuck up. Every day
yes,
of the fucking week, sign me up for that
yes,
shit.
yes. You got a strawweight title eliminator, Yan Xiaonan versus Vina Janjadova. That's going to be a great one. No, also got to touch on the women,
Is
of
this
course.
Sean's first fight since Whaley?
No,
Yeah, I could have sworn she fought after that, right?
Let me look up. Let me look it up right quick. Yes, she has fought. Who the young? That ain't her last fight. Her last fight ain't Zhang Weili, is it? Is her
I don't
last?
know. Actually, I think it might be.
No, she beat Tabitha Ricci.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. I
yeah,
should be mad about that because
yeah.
Tabitha Ricci's hot.
She,
Right. That's right.
yeah, she beat Tabitha Ricci. She beat the hell out of Tabitha Ricci, man.
Hmm.
But yeah, the undercard is great, man. I'm looking forward to the undercard. But I mean, I'm strapping myself in for a night of fights. I'm strapping myself in for
Oh, it's
sure
gonna be
for a
awesome
night of
fight this
fights.
week.
Bryce Mitchell versus John Silver, man. Everybody's talking about this fight. Everybody's saying that Bryce Mitchell about to get beat up.
Fuck
But
yeah.
as crazy as Bryce Mitchell is, and some of the crazy shit that Bryce Mitchell says, Bryce Mitchell can fight. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, he can.
Bryce Mitchell can fight. It's
He can
just that
grapple like a
simple.
motherfucker.
Yeah. I
His
mean, we know
striking's
he.
never
We
gotten
know.
better.
Go ahead.
His striking's never gotten better. But he can
It's
grapple
you
like
don't
a motherfucker.
you don't think it ever got better?
His striking, nah. I think he uses it to try to get the clinch and get the takedown. But him just standing across from you, I'm not afraid of him in the stand up ever at all. Now,
What was he doing against Josh Emmett though?
that's
I,
the thing.
you,
He stood with Josh Emmett for way too long.
like
Way too long.
why would you stand in
And I think
the
I don't think he'll do that again. I think he's gonna shoot for that takedown as fast as he can. But John Silva can grapple too.
yeah, he can
Now,
grapple.
he only has TKOs in the UFC, but a lot of them come from ground position.
Yeah, yes. It's his method of TKO. You know what I'm saying? Like our girl Jillian Robertson, a lot of all of her TKOs come
Oh,
from
it's elbows on the ground. It's punch down. Yeah,
yeah. Yes, our girl Jillian. Speaking of Robertson, dude, our girl De La Rosa got cut.
yeah, that's a shame.
That's a shame, dude. I'm upset about that, bro. Definitely upset about that. Let's see. Yeah, Bryce Mitchell, man. I think Bryce Mitchell has to just be careful, man. I think he just has to, you know, be be cautious of what he's getting into with John Silver because John Silver got some hands, dude, and they're fast and they're hard. You know what I'm saying? And Bryce Mitchell, he kind of chinny. You know what I'm saying? After that Josh Emmett fight, he's kind of chinny. He's got to be careful. He looked good in his last fight. I can give him that. He looked good in his last fight.
Yeah.
But this fight, it's like they trying to get Bryce Mitchell knocked out. I'm gonna go for Thug Nasty. I'm gonna say Thug Nasty by decision. I don't see him. I don't see him submitting John Silver. Even though if John Silver does want to grapple with Bryce Mitchell, you know it's dangerous to grapple with this dude. But I'm gonna go Bryce Mitchell by decision.
Oh no, I got
Um,
Silva. Silva under 2.5 rounds. Submission.
is that what you put your bet on?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, we.
I don't think Bryce Mitchell gets out of there. The fight nerds, they don't fuck around. They're not
Oh,
there.
that's right. John Silver is in the Fight Nerds.
They're not there to fucking put on a show. They're there to finish you and
Oh, I
and
didn't
get the
think
fuck
about
out.
that. Can Bryce Mitchell be the first person to defeat them though?
That's the saying. It'd be fucking crazy if it is Bryce Mitchell. If that's the guy, oh my god, it should be hilarious. If he's the
Bryce
guy to
Mitchell.
end their 20 fight run, that shit would be
That's what I'm
hilarious.
saying. Yeah. Because the Fight Nerds, the people that's from the Fight Nerds, they're only fighting better and better people.
And I
You know
think
what I'm
John's the
sayone?
only one that's. Oh no, never mind. They have Mauricio Ruffy, who's 135.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's like the only little guy. But yeah, there's only a couple of them. But yeah, I like John. I think he's hilarious. I think
Okay.
he beat Bryce Mitchell.
Okay.
I like Bryce
Okay.
Mitchell, the fighter. Bryce Mitchell, the person's a fucking weirdo.
That's what I said. Bryce Mitchell, the fighter, I love him.
He's all
Bryce
he,
Mitchell,
he has
the
that
person.
twister. He was cool in the Ultimate Fighter. Podcast Bryce is a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he's weird. Yeah, podcast Bryce is weird. And he's just so like sure of what he's saying. I'm just like,
That's
bruh,
the
like
crazy part. Like the confidence he says this crazy shit with. It's like, bro,
I'm just like, dude, like
come on,
I
man.
mean,
Like,
but to each his own though. Like if that's what he think, it
I
just
guess,
kind of
yeah,
one.
for real.
It is what it is. Um, we're gonna move on to the No Filter MMA main event of the evening, and that is Yair Rodriguez versus the Bellator GOAT, Patricio Pitbull, the featherweight, the Bellator featherweight and lightweight champion. Yair just towered over him at that press conference, bro. Like, as
Yeah.
far as like, when they
Patricio was
stood in
like
the face,
5'4".
yeah, dude. That's why I said I'm like, man, look at that, and somebody that fights long and rangy like Yair Rodriguez, man, like that's a tough one to come into the UFC to
Crazy
fight
that
for
you,
your
that you
first
think like
fight.
that. Like Michael Chandler fighting Dan Hooker in his debut, that made sense. This is way different.
Yeah, this is way different. What's your thoughts, Taylor? I wanted to hear you talk about this one
I
for
want
various
I
reasons.
want Pitbull to win. And that's my fucking guy. Since the Bellator season 3 tournament when he lost to Pat Curran, that's been my boy. But he's 37. He's half the size. He's been through a lot. I have money on Yair. Just because he's 32. He is coming off of back-to-back losses. But one's against who was it? One's against Alexander Volkanovski, the other one's against Brian Ortega.
Brian Ortega.
And I think Brian Ortega, he had Brian Ortega in that first round. If the Brian Ortega was saved by the bell, or Yair could have got him out of there. So no, I picked Yair. I want Pitbull to win because fuck Yair. Take all your gay ass spin shit and fuck kick rock.
Oh, he about to start talking about my boy.
But
He about to start
yeah,
talking about my
he's
boy.
5 years younger, and he, like you said, he's fucking huge compared to Patricio. So
Yeah,
I
he looks
got
big.
Yair just because Yair's been in the UFC
What?
for 10 years. Yeah,
What?
I have money on Yair.
What?
Yeah, they'll say what I want and what I think are very different. I want Pitbull,
Oh, y'all don't understand
but
what's happening here.
when we're
Y'all
talking
don't
about
understand
money,
what's
yeah,
happening.
when we're talking about gambling and money, you have to put your personal feelings aside
It
and
don't matter.
go where
It
the
don't
money's
matter.
going.
Y'all, listen, okay, I've probably known Taylor. I've been working with Taylor, y'all, for at least 6 years, 6 or 7 years. It's probably been longer than that, 7 or 8 years. I've been working with Taylor. This dude has hated Yair
Oh, I
Rodriguez.
hate Yair.
This dude has hated Yair Rodriguez from the beginning.
But
From the
no, not from
beginning.
the beginning. That's the thing. Was a fan. What he did to Andre Feely was fucking awesome. But then he
Okay.
followed that up with the worst main event ever for the first UFC event in Utah. Fuck that guy. Alex Caceres had no business being in there with him, and he let him survive 5 rounds and just danced around him and won some fucking bullshit point battle. And then Frank Edgar beat the shit out of him. And it was one of the greatest days of my life. Frank Edgar's my favorite fighter, and to watch him destroy Yair, oh my god. But now we're talking about gambling, we're talking about money, and I take money very seriously, so I have to bet where the smart money is. The smart money is on the guy that's 5 years younger, been in the UFC for 10 years, fought the better competition, and is just bigger. Now, could
Much
Patricio
bigger.
go in there and catch him? He could take him down and kind of just outpoint him. But I think Yair is good enough in the scrambles that he's gonna be able to dictate where the fight takes place.
But Patricio Pitbull can win this fight though.
That's the thing.
And I hate to
He
say
could
this.
win,
And I hate to say this because I'm a Yair fan. You know I love my boy Yair.
bro. He brawls too much.
He brawls too much,
It's
and
too comfortable, and then he's like, "I got this." But bro, he
and
don't hit
then
that hard.
but then he breaks though.
That's the thing. Like once you start brawling back, he doesn't like it. But he's down. He's down to throw down. It's because of the Korean Zombie fight. Like that was a war. He won. There's a couple where he did win, but there's a couple where he just folds.
And that's like when Yair loses, he folds like that. The only fight that he lost that I really didn't see him fold in was that Max Holloway fight. Like that Max Holloway fight was crazy. That
Yeah.
was a great fight. Like that was a great fight. But some of his and some of his other losses, man, like with that loss to Alexander Volkanovski, dude, like
Dude, and saying Volk's a little guy too, and Volk beat the shit out of him. Took him
he
down. Same with Frank Edgar, smaller guy, took him down, held him, beat the shit out of him.
that leads me to my next question I was gonna ask you, dude. How does Patricio Pitbull like if this dude like how does his style versus Yair's kind of style, you know what I'm saying? Like is it more favorable does it look more favorable for Patricio or does
Yeah,
it look more
on
favorable?
paper it looks better for Patricio because of the grappling background. Because he's
Yes.
Brazilian, because he has submission wins. He has you watch fights of him just dominating people on the ground. I think he won his last fight by TKO, but it was mostly on the ground. And Yair just once you get him down, he doesn't really get back up. But I hope
That's
he's
a good
working on that
point.
shit because I do think there's only one path of victory for Patricio, and that's to take him down, like what Volk did, like what. But again, Josh Emmett tried the same thing, got caught in a triangle. So if you
Yeah.
give Yair openings, he will take them. It's just a matter of if you're good enough to control him where you don't give him openings. Because Josh Emmett tried to follow the same blueprint and got choked the fuck out. Because he let
And
Yair get some good positions, and you let him work those long legs against a shorter guy on the ground, he will. But if you don't give him that position, if you don't give him open guard, you move to half, you move to full mount, you can't do that. I just think Patricio is going to be a little bit too old and a little bit too slow and just a step behind. And Yair's going to be able to recognize what he's trying to do, and he's going to be able to counter it pretty quick.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Taylor. I like that. It makes me want to choose. It makes me want to change my pick, dude. When you say stuff like that, because I've been going back and peeping at some of those pit bull fights, man, and that dude was a champion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude was a champion, bro. And and you see the ways like he fights in a way in a style that can really beat Yair Rodriguez.
Just say the only question is he's 37. That's the only thing that
That's
stops him.
yeah,
Is that he's
yeah,
37. 37 at
yeah.
145. 37 at heavyweight's different. 37 at 145, dude, is old.
That's old.
And it's like
That's
the
old.
wars he's been in, how long he's been fighting at the highest level, and now he's coming to the UFC. It's going to be wild.
Who do you think that this is a good fight for him? First off, though, because it's still a hard fight.
Yeah, it's a hard fight, but there is a path of victory. It's not like you have to go out there and see what he gives you. You know what to do against Yair, and if you beat him, you launch right into the top 5.
Yeah, you right up in the
And
mix.
if you do lose, it's like, okay, cool. My first fight in the UFC, I lost the number 5 or 7, whatever Yair is in the world. You're still going to get another ranked guy.
So let me
there's not really a loss. You can take a loss in your record, but you still get a ranked guy. You still have the built-in excuse that you came in at 37, make your UFC debut against the guy who's fought for a world title, won an interim title right off the bat. So there's really no lose-lose. Now, if Patricio, I think the reason he took a high-ranked fighter is for that reason, that if he took some unranked guy and then unranked guy fucking beats his ass, what does he say? Nothing. But if you lose to a ranked guy, it's like, yeah, it's my UFC debut. Of course I lost. I'll come back to the next one. If you lose to a non-ranked guy, just a regular contender, bro, you know how bad that looks as you're supposed to be that guy from fucking Bellator? That's why. I think that's a lot of it is that he picked Yair because there's a path to victory. And if you do happen to lose, it's okay. You lost to one of the best in the world. You just re-up. That's your UFC debut, and you fight someone else.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a little wrench in here at you, man, because you know that the UFC signed Aaron Pico. So how you feeling about them signing Aaron Pico?
I like Aaron Pico. It's like the exact opposite of Patricio.
Oh,
Aaron Pico came
damn.
in to be at Bellator so young that even now that he's been seasoned, he's kind of a vet. He's not that old. He's still a pretty young dude with a lot of miles
Yeah,
left.
he's young.
And you get that boy in the PI with the best fight doctors, the best nutritionists. That boy is gonna do some damage. And it was never his talent that wasn't. It was kind of his dedication because he just relied way too much on that talent. Where he met guys who worked harder than him in the cage, and he just couldn't come over that. But in the UFC, you have to step your game up. And again, I think there's a better motivation in the UFC than Bellator. Bellator, you're really just fighting to get to the top so you can make more money. In the UFC, you're fighting because you want to be the best. And it's a different attitude. It's a different approach. I just need them to sign Patchy Mix already. What the fuck are we waiting for?
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Yeah,
so many goddamn videos. And yet, still not on the roster.
That's a weird one. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on there. Like, unless PFL's offered him something that's going to be financially lucrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, something like that maybe could be holding him.
UFC. Yeah, I'm glad Aaron Pico's here. I'm super stoked about it. Is he at 135 or 45?
145.
45.
I think a good fight for him is. I think his first fight should be the Mean Machine Steve Garcia. Since his last.
Yeah, I don't think Aaron Pico gets a top 10 guy in his debut.
No,
I don't think so.
no,
He's gonna
no.
have to earn that shit.
Yeah, he's gonna have to fight somebody. He's gonna have to fight one of those dangerous lower rank guys. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like he's
Like
gonna and
his second fight, if he wins, might be a ranked opponent, but yeah, he's not coming straight into a ranked guy.
he wasn't that good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, he's got.
I mean, he wasn't that good.
His next fight could be because he does have kind of a name, but his debut is not going to be a top 15 guy. There's no way.
And did you watch that interview that John Anik did with him? It was kind of weird, wasn't it?
Oh, I didn't watch that shit.
Like right after the Juliana Pena, Kayla Harrison them press conference, they did a exclusive, John Anik on stage with Aaron Pico, and he just was answering the questions like the way he answered the questions was just kind of weird, man. Like he hadn't had much media training, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
he
he
has.
didn't.
He
Right. I
does.
mean, I guess so because being in Bellator, they didn't really talk to a lot of those people like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like he need somebody like that coming from Bellator. I got to give this to Michael Chandler though. So Michael Chandler knows how to promote himself.
That's not because of Bellator. That's because of Michael Chandler. That's the thing. Michael Chandler got good on the mic on his own.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because Patricio same way. He's very calm. He doesn't really talk a lot of shit. I mean, there's Michael Chandler. The way Michael Chandler talks, you just listen. You listen, even if it's the corniest shit. He's calling out Conor McGregor for the 8th goddamn time. You listen to it because of how he says it.
Yeah.
And yeah, to tell you, and a lot of other guys don't have that. Where they just come in, they're just kind of doing their job. Like, no, we need to see some personality. Like, show me who you are.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Alex Pereira doesn't speak any fucking English, and people universally love that guy because we get to see part of him. We get to see different aspects of him. Same with John Jones. I fucking love John Jones because he's a degenerate gambler, and he loves to get in trouble, and he loves to start shit. I fucking love it. But again, if you're going through the UFC, or Bellator, you don't get that. And when you come to here, you're just answering questions like you're at work. No, man, show us a little bit. Give us something. Give who you are. Like, let me see it.
Yeah, man. No, I totally agree with it, man. It was a very flat and very dry interview, you know what I'm saying? But I was trying to keep up with it, but it just I don't know, man. It's just something about the way he was talking. It just didn't I don't know, man. I don't really know how to put it, but it
I
was
don't think he
just
knows what to say because he hasn't really done anything. Like he's a name because he was in Bellator, but again, he didn't win the title. He got his ass beat by James Gallagher.
Look at this comment. It says Colostrum says Pico almost fought Mavzar Ivalov, though. That is true. But it said that, the way John Anik phrased it, it sounded like Mavzar Ivalov didn't really want to fight the dude.
But why? Yeah, why would Ivalov want to fight that guy? He's an unranked guy coming over from the fucking PFL. When you're in title talks right now, why the fuck would you care about fighting Aaron Pico?
Yeah. You're right about that.
Like, of course Aaron Pico wants to fight Mavzar. He's fucking ranked. He's on the verge of a title shot. I want to fight him too. But Mavzar, what does that do for you, dog? You beat Aaron Pico. Congrats. All that does is take up a fight that you could have fought against a ranked contender, a number one a title eliminator. That's all it does for Mavzar.
Just like that Kai Asakura dude fighting Alessandro Pantoja. That was crazy.
That makes sense, though, because there's no one else. Pantoja's literally beating the entire top 5. He's beaten 2 of them 3 times.
That's true.
I mean, it was a little weird that we just thought a fucking guy from one championship was going to come in and actually do something. But that one I get because Pantoja's beating fucking everybody. But no, you're right. That shit was weird. They pulled someone from one champ. Like, the fuck, dude? Yeah,
that was crazy. But let's get to this co-main and main, man. Let's look at Patty the Batty Pimble. This fight is fucking interesting.
Bro, I have no idea who's gonna win this shit.
Yeah, that Michael Chandler versus Patty.
Main event or co-main event because I just couldn't. The Patty Chandler fight could go in 8 different ways.
That's exactly.
Anyone who says they know what's gonna happen is fucking lying. That shit's gonna be wild.
Yeah, you think it's gonna be chaos?
Oh yeah, for as long as it lasts, yeah.
Can Patty? But this is the thing about Pat. This is the thing, Taylor. Oh, my hair standing up on my back. This is the thing. Michael Chandler is pure chaos, but Patty Pimblett is chaotic too, though. Like Patty brings a level of chaos to his fights as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he fought Bobby Green, you know what I'm saying? Bobby Green was trying to get wild. He was gonna try to get wild with Patty in there, and Patty just Patty just beat the shit out of him, dude. Like
Shit out of him.
Patty beat the shit out of him.
Broke
Now
him
there
up.
was that one fight that I thought Patty lost. I can't remember who it
No,
was
no,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, he
I think
did.
it was Jared Gordon.
Yeah, he lost that fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
it was
absolutely lost that fight.
when he fought Jared Flash Gordon, dude. I thought he lost that fight.
So did I.
I'm not even gonna be honest with you. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you,
Like
dude.
Jared
I think
Gordon
he
lit his
lost
ass
it.
up and didn't let him do any of that crazy shit and stuck to his game plan. Michael
Yeah,
Chandler's
but
not going to do that though. And
yeah, it
Michael
was
Chandler
Jared Gordon.
desperately needs a win. You come out of this and you're 1-5 in the UFC. Or no,
Has he,
sorry,
dude? He's only
2-5,
won
2-5, 2 and 5, because he
two.
knocked
If
out
I'm about to
Chandler.
say,
He knocked out Chandler.
bro, he won more than
Yeah,
one.
you fucking. But again, like your last win was Tony Ferguson, who just had a fight in the GFL canceled. That's your fucking last win. If Patty beats Michael Chandler, I don't think he's done fighting top contenders. Because you're coming out back-to-back losses to Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. You didn't get the Conor McGregor fight and sat out for 2 fucking years. You come out here and you lose to Patty Pimblett, bro. You're 2-5, 3 losses in a row. No one's gonna give a fuck who's seen you in the top. You ain't going there. Like it's that thing. Like I think Michael Chandler's gonna try to wrestle him because he desperately needs a win. I don't think he needs to.
But does he want to? Does he want to do that with Patty though?
I'm saying like I don't know what Chandler's thinking. If he's smart, he's gonna dive on those fucking legs and just win a boring decision because he needs a win for people to keep him relevant. But again, Patty Pimblett is fucking huge. And getting him down and holding him down are a lot different. Because like Colstrom said, Patty's got some jiu-jitsu. That was
Yeah,
his
he
thing in Cage
does.
Warriors. He was one of the British guys English guys who could actually grapple. You were afraid to go to the ground with Patty Pimblett. He choked Bobby Green unconscious. He's won
Yeah, he
multiple fights
did.
by submission in the UFC.
And he submitted Jordan Levitt.
I'm saying like he's beaten multiple people by submission.
Submissions. He's beat submission people by submission.
Michael Chandler, I think, has a better pure wrestling base. But again, like it's one thing to say, it's another thing to go out there and hold Patty Pimblett down for 15 minutes. Or no, this one's a 5-round for 25 minutes.
Oh, this is 5 round. It's a 5-round co-main event. Fuck yeah, I forgot about that.
Patty's never done 5
Damn.
rounds.
You said Patty's never been 5, even in Cage Warriors?
No, because he was never the champ because he couldn't beat fucking Paul Shore or Jack Shore. Oh, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah.
If he has, it's only been like once or twice. Oh yeah, no, he has.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
had
went
the
5 rounds of Julian Rosa. He went 5
he was the
rounds.
featherweight champion.
Yeah, he was. Okay, he was.
Yeah. Okay.
But his last 5-round fight was in 2018.
That was the soaring back fight.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
So he has got he's won 5-round fights before. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, he's yeah. So I mean, but that was at featherweight though. This is at lightweight, and this is against Michael Chandler. You know what I'm saying? So Patty gonna have to be on it. Like his chin can't be out there because Jared Gordon catching him clean. You know what I'm saying? Like he stunned him at one point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, Patty.
Put him down.
Yeah, like Patty, you got to be careful, bro, because you're gonna get put out if Michael Chandler can catch him. You know what I'm saying? But Michael Chandler, dude, he doesn't have a jab. Like he doesn't use a jab.
All hooks. It's all hooks and straight.
Yeah, man. Like I'm just like, dude, like I would love to see Michael Chandler work a jab, dude. Like he would be if he worked a jab, he would be great. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't do that. Like, and he abandons his wrestling too. Like he just says, "Yeah, I'm a great wrestler," and they talk about how great of a wrestler he is.
He uses it in the wrong place. Like, bro, why the fuck you trying to take Charles Oliveira down? Charles Oliveira wants you to take him down every round so he can fucking choke you. And then you are trying to dive on his fucking leg. But then he doesn't try to wrestle Tony. He doesn't try to wrestle Justin.
Doesn't try to wrestle Dustin. not Gaethje. Poirier,
Wait, no, yeah,
Dustin
Poirier
Poirier.
wrestled him.
Yeah, Poirier was the one being the offensive wrestler.
That's
Yes.
the thing. But then he wants to try to wrestle Charles,
Yeah.
and he wants to try to wrestle fucking. It's the craziest thing. And
Yeah.
I think Michael Chandler. That's the thing. Like that's why you don't know. I know what Patty wants to do. Patty wants to stand up and beat the shit out of him. But you have no idea what Michael Chandler's going to do. He could come
Yeah.
out and try to strike with him. He could come out and try to grapple him. He could come out and not do a fucking thing. We have no idea because Michael Chandler. I don't think Michael Chandler knows.
You know, if I have to put my marbles on somebody and make an official pick, dude, I'm gonna have to go with Patty. I think Patty can bring an element of surprise here, man, because that's what he's done. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been able to, like, the way Patty takes over fights, dude, is, you know what I'm saying? Other than that Jared Gordon fight, and he was losing to Jordan Levitt.
Which he still got the W on, regardless of
Yes,
how anyone feels.
yes.
Officially, it's a win for Patty.
It's a win for Patty. He was losing that fight to Jordan Levitt, and he was able to, Jordan Levitt was putting some heavy grappling on Patty.
He was
You know what I'm
supposed to
saying?
lose to Bobby Green.
Yeah, and then he bulldozed Bobby Green. You know what I'm saying? And Patty, dude, it fucking beat up Tony Ferguson. Um, I think Patty,
Yeah, I
he
think
just the way he takes over fights, dude. The way he just starts steamrolling you, and like
he's gonna be bigger.
he's gonna build them. More and more as the fight goes on. That momentum starts building up, man. And
With the pace Chandler puts on people, he's tired after the round. After three rounds, like he
but
was
that
exhausted
motherfucker.
in that third round against Dustin Poirier. He
But
was
he
exhausted
pushes
against
through
Charles.
though. But that's the thing about Michael Chandler. He can still hit you
That's right,
hard
but he
though.
leaves his fucking chin up to his the technique the very little technique he has, he loses it by the third and fourth round. Then he's out there with his chin in the air just like Patty.
And dude, Dustin Poirier just used beautiful fucking boxing.
Beat the fuck out of him.
Dude, he just, like, Dustin Poirier used beautiful boxing and just put it on him, dude. Like, he busted him up. He busted him up bad too.
My favorite thing.
Say what?
Dustin Poirier fucking hates my like, bro, he looks for reasons to talk about him. It's hilarious. I fucking love it. Because Dustin Poirier, like, doesn't even hate Conor McGregor, but fucking hates Michael Chandler.
Why does he hate Chandler so bad?
Because he cheated in that fight, I guess. He bit him or some other shit. Or no, then he's like a fake nice guy. It's Dustin. No, just listen to it. Dustin will talk to you. He'll tell you all about it. Just ask him. But yeah, Michael Chandler, he'll just go off, bro. It's it's my favorite. He hates him so much.
And he beat the fuck out of him.
Beat the shit out of him.
I mean,
he even went like that. If he knew Michael Chandler's fingers were in his mouth, he would have bit down harder.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
His fingers off if he got the chance. I'm like, that's fucking weird.
God, Dustin Poirier, he hates him, dude.
Hates him, bro.
Jesus Christ, man! I'm ready though. I'm ready to see this fight. I want to see what Patty gonna do. I want to see what Chandler's gonna do. Chandler looks to be in good shape. He looks to be mentally good and ready. So, but even again, he always is like this before a fight, and he goes in there and gets his face beat off. And I'm just like, man.
And then he calls out Conor McGregor.
And then
like, bro, he ain't coming back. Let it go.
He ain't coming back, bro. But
$1 payday when you fucking wasting 5 extra years in the fucking Bellator.
Bro, they and reporters just keep talking about it. Conor McGregor eyeing Michael Chandler versus Patty Pimblett. I'm like, oh my gosh. So what's he gonna do? Fight Patty? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If Patty wins, he gonna fight Patty?
He ain't coming back.
Patty will smoke him.
Yeah, Conor's not coming back.
Patty will smoke him. Yeah, Conor ain't coming back, dude. He just keep
about it. Yeah, that fool never coming back. Michael Chandler's just trying to get that payday, and it's just you won't. You just won't.
Combo says, who did we pick for Vina Jandiroba versus Yan
Xiaonan?
Dude, yeah, Yan Xiaonan has looked good in her last few fights, bro.
She brought it to Whaley.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Brought that shit.
She brought it a lot harder than Suarez did.
It was sad.
We still ain't ready to talk about that yet.
So fucked up.
No, we're not ready. I want to talk about that fight after Tatiana bounces back with a win.
Yeah.
When she bounces back with a win,
off night, yeah, we'll get there.
We'll talk about it. But Yeah, man, she bought the fight to Zhang Wei Li, man. She had Zhang Wei Li in a lot of trouble multiple
The
times in
only
that
fight
fight.
I've seen besides Rose not afraid of Weili. Everybody else is kind of hesitant because it's Weili Zhang and Yan and Rose. The only two that were like, fuck it. They just went in there and looked good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want Zhang because I want her to call her out again.
Oh, that'll set up a third fight, though.
Yeah, don't worry.
That'll set up a second fight between
Don't
them
worry about
two.
Valentina, dog. You still got me.
Say it again.
That's all I wanted to call her
Oh
out.
yeah,
Yeah, don't worry about Valentina, bro. You still got
yeah,
me.
yeah.
I'm here.
Valentina got her own problems that she got to face right now. But I'm actually gonna pick Vina Jandiroba in this fight, man, and I'm going for Vina because the improvements that she's made, man. Combo, we talk about it, man. The improvements that Jandiroba's made. And she's looked good. She deserved to have that fight with Tatiana Suarez. You know what I'm saying? That was, Vina wanted that fight. You know what I'm saying? She would have went in there and fought Tatiana Suarez tooth and nail. You know what I'm saying? But I think she deserves. I think she should win and deserves to fight for the title if she beats Yan Xiaonan. So, Verna, she's very well rounded. We've seen Yan Xiaonan in some precarious positions on the ground with people like Mackenzie Dern, etc. Carla Esparza beat her up on the ground. Verna Jandiroba can use that part of her game and put Yan Xiaonan flat on her back, and boom, you got a fish out of water. You got a fish out of water. You put Jean Xiaonan on her back. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see. We'll see how that fight pans out. That fight's this weekend, so we get to see that tomorrow. Absolutely, I'm excited about that one, Combo. Thanks for putting that in the comment. Yeah, Colosseum says, "What if Verna takes Yan down?" That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If she takes her down, she's in trouble. Combo says, "Drop Wei Li 4 times." Yeah, she did. She dropped Wei Li about every single round. Um, she dropped Wei Lee about every round for sure. But Combo, we're gonna move. Taylor, we are gonna move on to the main event of the evening for all the marbles, my dude. Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez for the vacant UFC featherweight title. What are your thoughts when this fight was made? You knew that if Diego Lopez
Yeah,
kept
the only
winning.
question was who was going to fight Volk. We knew Volk was fighting for the title. The only question was who was going to fight again. But fuck, I love Diego Lopez. He's a good dude, but I want Volk back on top. That dude's hilarious. He makes me laugh. He's funny. He's a great fighter, fantastic fighter. I think he got fucked in that Islam rematch. He never should have taken it. Not on a month's notice. He was so fucking close that first time. I think he could have got it with an actual fight camp the second time. I'm glad he took the year off. Didn't take any damage. He's been recovering and training. But now I want Volk. I don't know how. I don't know why. I know Diego Lopez could do it too. He's a fucking young, hungry motherfucker. And he gets off to a fast start. That boy don't waste any time to
No
the end, man.
time. No time.
But
Yeah.
I want Volk on top, baby. I love that guy. He's fucking hilarious. And Diego Lopez is young enough; he can get another shot. This is Volk's last stand. I want that boy.
If Volkanovski wins, is his first title defense Josh Emmett?
Fuck. I mean, who else is there? Max is moving up to 55. Deportia moved up to 55. That rematch is gone. He already smoked Yair. I mean, does he entertain a second Yair fight if Yair comes out or does if Patricio beats Yair?
See, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's it. Do they
Yeah,
set up Patricio versus Emmett, or would it just be
I
Patricio
would say
straight up?
I would say set up Patricio versus Josh Emmett and let the champion take a year off or whatever.
I'm saying
Um,
if both takes more time off, I'm 100% okay with it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let the champion rest and then do a title eliminator. Like you
I'm saying,
going.
but if Yair wins, do you do Yair and Emmett again? Yair already fucking choked him out. So then who does Yair fight?
Mm,
Because then now we're talking about Mozavar. Someone's got to fight that fool.
somebody's got to fight him. If John Silver beats the winner of John Silver and Bryce, no, that's lightweight. Um,
No, that's
uh,
right.
is that feather? That is featherweight, and
Yeah.
yeah, that is featherweight. Yeah,
You could do
yeah, the win.
Yair versus the winner of Pitbull and Yair. So yeah, Pitbull wins him against Emmett. If Yair wins him against the winner of Mitchell and Silva.
Yeah,
And then like you
okay.
said, you broke the year off and just figure it out.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, well, you got Emmett. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn, dude, featherweight kind of hot right now.
I tell you, just like there's so many options.
Featherweight kind of hot right now. Like the ranked portion of even the unranked. You know what I'm saying? Because you in the unranked you got people. Well, Steve Garcia's in the rank. Is he in the
Aaron
rankings?
Pico now.
Aaron Pico.
Aaron
Yeah, let me
Pico's
see,
coming
let me
in.
see.
Patricio's coming in.
I think Steve Garcia is in the rankings. Let me see. Well, one real quick. Let me look.
Oh no, Laurent Murphy just lost, huh? Oh no, he won. Yeah, Laurent Murphy's the one who beat Emmett.
Let me see. Yes. Oh, LaRon Murphy beat. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. In that
That's
fucking
right.
boring
Josh
ass
Emmett just
decision.
fucking lost the other week.
Yeah,
Last week, right?
yeah. Fuck, this shit was so.
Damn, I forgot about that. Okay, so featherweight, Ilya Topuria is the champion.
So yeah,
Okay,
go
so
tomorrow.
yeah, so he's not Steve Garcia is not ranked yet. You still got when you got Giga's fighting. Giga's got a fight coming up. Don't forget Aljamain Sterling's there.
He wants
Uh,
to fight Brandon Allen.
okay, okay.
Or no, sorry, Arnold Allen
Arnold
or
Allen, yeah,
yeah,
he wants
or
to fight
someone else.
Arnold. Okay, okay. The winner of that fight. Shit. Uh, oh, he's got some people, man. You got Arnold Allen. I forgot about him. Uh, Lerone Murphy just come off a big win over Josh Emmett. You got, whew, Giga's getting ready to fight. Calvin Cater's floating around out there like, ooh, wee.
Dude, featherweight's fucking stacked.
Featherweight stacked, dude. Like featherweight is stacked. Eustace the law, yeah, like featherweight stacked, dude. But I think Bryce Mitchell's gonna prove why he should be there, and I do, and I think he's gonna hold on to his ranking. I like Bryce Mitchell in this fight.
Nah, Bryce
Um,
Mitchell's gonna get his ass whooped.
no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no, I like Bryce Mitchell in this fight.
you can like him too, but he's still gonna get his ass beat.
I like his style though, man. I like that. I like that style. I like that the way he can, you know, lock you up on the ground like that, man. It's
Are you
it's
saying
very.
you hate Jews?
Say what?
Are you saying you hate Jews?
Dude, but you crazy. No, 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 no.
Yeah, no, I like that's like Bryce Mitchell, the fighter, is awesome. I like his style. I like how creative he is in the ground, how creative he is with his hand position and his scrambles.
Yep.
And I just haven't seen enough of fucking John Silva to confidently say he can counter those. But I also know Bryce Mitchell can't fucking strike, and I know John Silva can.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's a big gaping hole for Mitchell, but I still like him in this fight, man.
But
But
Diego
I think,
Lopez is wild, and I don't know.
but yeah, I think Volkanovski's gonna beat him, dude. I just think Volk's gonna put on a Volk performance, man. I think Volk's gonna. I don't know, man. We got to see.
That's
But
what I
this
can't
is
tell you. I don't know because Diego Lopez, like we said, he does not waste any time. He does
he
not go
doesn't.
starter. He gets right in your fucking face, and you're fighting his pace, his fight from the get go. And I don't know how Alexander's going to deal with that. I really, really want Volk to win.
Yeah, yeah. We gonna see, man. This is a huge fight card, man. There's a lot of big fights on this
Huge.
card. I'm gonna be tuned in. Some people are calling this card of the year. Some people are calling it card of the year. I said, just hold on just a
I don't
little
know.
bit.
UFC Seattle at fucking 9
Yeah,
p.m.
hold on just a little bit before you do that.
It was
You
so
know.
good.
Yeah, yeah. I said some big cards coming up, so I said, this could be one of the contenders for sure. It depends on how these fights turn out, though. Like, if we see this main card end in some crazy ways. Even the prelims, especially with the strawweight title eliminator and stuff like that going on, man. Like, this could be some statements can be made on this card tomorrow
Oh
night.
yeah, no, definitely, definitely. Sean Woodson, Danige can make some noise. Jim Miller,
Yes,
Chase Hooper, if he gets past Jim Miller, can make some
yes,
noise.
yep,
Yeah, John and Virna, if one of them is fighting next for the title,
yes.
that's all within the first 4 fights.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Let's fucking go! I'm so
Yeah, that's
excited.
what I'm saying. Well, Taylor, man, listen, bro, I'm excited. Next pay per view, we'll be talking about how shit went down on this one. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
looking forward to it, bro. I appreciate you coming on tonight. That's it, man.
That's it, guy. We're good.
All
We out of
right,
here.
man. Hey, I'm gonna catch you on the flip side, bro.
Yes, sir. Don't get any
Yes,
more
sir.
fights over kite.
No more fights, bro. Like, no more fights. I'm getting
Right.
too old for that
Good.
shit, bro. Another one in the books, my
Yes,
guy.
sir.
Yes, sir.
All
Peace
right.
out.
Yeah.
There you have it, guys. My guy, Taylor Loader. Let's see here. Let me check something. Let me just check something. Okay. Yeah, guys, you got it. UFC 314 pre-fight with my boy Taylor. And I'm getting off of here, guys. So I hope everybody has a great night. And I'll be back, guys. I'm sorry I was gone for a while, but I was getting some rest. But I'm most definitely back. Peace out.